Alright everybody, Danny Jones here. Today we're going to be talking about something really important. How to pass out and sample out these bad boys. Okay? So you got them in your kit. Okay, you got either 5 bottles or you got 12 bottles. So what are you going to do with them? Well, they're not going to make you any money sitting on your shelf. You're not just going to hoard them and you put them, take a bath in it. We got to get them out. We got to get them in people's hands. We got to get it on their face and on their skin. That's what it's for. So you got this 5 bottles, you can let about 25 people sample it. You got the 12 bottles, you can probably let about 66 people sample it. Okay, so obviously the more people that are using the bottles, the more money you're going to be making, the more customers you're going to be getting, the more brand partners that will be joining your team. So how do we pass these out? There's a couple good ways to do it, and there's also some not good ways to do it. So we're going to talk about it. Really, there's 6 steps in my opinion to getting the bottles out. So here they are. We're going to show it, snap it, give it, plan it, check it, and get it back. Okay? So that's the 6 steps. We'll talk about them real quick. So step 1, show it. What do I mean by that? Show them pictures. Okay? Pull out your iPhone or your Droid, pull out your iPad, pull out the Success magazine, just show them pictures. I mean, if you have your iPad there, just start showing it to them. You know, just have a bunch of pictures right there on your phone or on your iPad so you can show them the proof is in the pudding right here. That way they can see it. People will be dazzled when they see the pictures here because they're true. They're real pictures. All right, so they ask you, how does it work? This is what I said when I was brand new. This is what I still say to this day. This is my presentation. They say, wow, how does it work? I say, you know what? I don't know. I just know it works. They say, I don't know. All I know is, and you can fill it in with a story. I don't know. All I know is my friend Brenda just got a compliment on her skin for the first time in her life. She's almost in tears about it. You know, all I know is my friend that used to get Botox all the time doesn't get Botox anymore. All I know is my doctor is endorsing it to all of her patients. All I know is my skin is smoother than a baby's butt right now. So don't get all complicated into the science and stuff unless you're, you know, you probably don't ever need to do that unless you're talking to some really nitty-gritty type of doctor. But for the 99% of the time, you'll never have to get into it. And that's what the video in the magazine is there for anyway. Not so that you can explain it, but you can just point it over to them. Okay? So that's step 1. Show it. Step 2 is to snap it. So what do I mean by that? Take their before picture. So what you're going to do there, take a good picture. Get in some decent lighting. And you want to take a good front, a side, and a neck. And they're, you know, not the chest, but you know, right above there, the décolleté, if it's an area of concern, or their hands, wherever it is that's an area of concern for them. Step 3 is to give it. So give them the bottle. So in this step, this is where I think a lot of people kind of sink their ship and they kind of mess up. Kind of explain to them, even though we know the directions are right here, we know it says to use 4 pumps, we know it says to apply it to wet skin, damp skin, you'd be surprised, but some people are stupid. All right? So just tell them and show them, again, hey look, put it on damp skin, wet face, you know, get your face wet, wipe it off, put 4 pumps. Don't get all fancy with how to do it, how to put it on. I mean, just get it on the skin, okay? Just before you go to sleep at night, wake up and wash it off. It is a night cream, okay? So use with water. The second thing you want to tell them when you're giving them the bottle is tell them about the expectations. Okay, all these pictures that you're showing them, these are all 30, 60, 90 days, okay? So tell them, make sure they don't expect to get those type of results in 5 days. You're giving it to them for, you know, 5 to 7 days max to sample it. So I like to tell them up front, say, listen, these photos, these are 30, 60, 90 days. You know, you're probably not going to see those type of results in 5 days. I like to under-promise and over-deliver. You know, they should know that unless they're psycho. Hey, Aunt, yeah, I know it's taken you 65 years to get your face looking like a raisin, but I'm telling you, those will all be gone. It'll be tight like a grape in about 5 days. Oh, did I say 5? I meant 5 minutes. No, don't do that. Okay? That way you get people calling you back going, hey, my sister got crow's feet. This stuff doesn't work. Okay? Give them the right expectations. Okay? I like to tell them, look, you're probably not going to see any results in your first 5 days, but you will probably feel the results before you see them. You'll feel the tightness, you'll feel the tone, you'll feel the texture and the smoothness change first. And that way they're positive expectations. Now some people really do see results their first week. Just not everybody. Everyone's skin is different. I was at a party and a girl stood up to give a testimony about her mom who had been using the product for about a week, and she started showing everyone the pictures on her iPad of her mom. and I started cringing in my seat because I was thinking, gosh, show them a better picture of someone that's actually been using it long enough. But when I got the photo in front of me on the iPad, you could see a difference. So it's just want to set them to the right expectation that they're probably not going to see it. I'd rather have them surprised on the upside than on the downside. One more thing, when you're giving them the bottle, I like to kind of pre-frame the fact of the smell of Nerium AD. Now obviously it smells like a very organic, natural, botanical, earthy, leafy product. Well, that's what it is. It doesn't have any perfumes in it. So when I give them the bottle, sometimes I like to just take it out of the box and remove the leaf and put a little drop on my finger or their finger. I smell it. I say, listen, a lot of people, what they love about this product is it's so natural and botanical. It smells like the earth. It smells like a leaf. It's very clean smelling. And I have some people who absolutely love the smell. I mean, that's their favorite thing about it. There's other people who may have a nose that's sensitive like a bloodhound, just picks up everything. So I don't really know what to say to that, besides I just say, hey, would you rather deal with the smell or dealing with being ugly and old? Maybe you can't handle being sexy. Bring your sexy back, as Justin Timberlake would say. And then when you give it to them, I like to send them out with a third-party magazine. You know, give them a Success from Home or a Beautiful You magazine, or say, hey, when you get home, I'm actually going to email you a video called Real Results. It's only 8 minutes. It actually explains the science and how the product actually works. Or if you have time, watch it with them right then. But just give them a third-party tool as they go home. Step 4 is to schedule it. So what do I mean by that? You got your day planner out there with them. You say, hey, all right, so today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All right, I'll pick it up this Saturday. All right, when's good for you? Okay, great. I'll pick it up at 5 o'clock on Saturday. That way they know that you're not just giving it to them all lazily. And when I tell them, when I give them the bottle, I say, listen, I've got a lot of people that are wanting to try this product, so I'm giving it to you for 5 days so you can experience it. But I got to get it back this Saturday because I have someone else in line waiting for it. That way it creates some urgency when you're giving out the bottle instead of just saying, oh, take it. If you got that kind of attitude, oh yeah, just take the bottle. It basically is telling them that there's not a lot of urgency and it doesn't really matter, and that they lose their excitement. Step 5 is to check it. So what do I mean by check it? After they've started using the product, maybe the first night, after the first night or the second night that they've used it, I like to text them or call them and just say, hey, how was your experience so far? What do you like the best about your experience so far? I like to just check with them because that way I know that they're using it. This one time I gave out a bottle to somebody and I said, okay, great, I'll pick it up this Saturday. I never checked in with him. I went back to go get it on Saturday and he says, oh, I got distracted, I left it in the other room, I've actually only used it one night. And I'm like, I just wasted, 4 days with him having the bottle. I could have had that bottle in someone else's hand because I never checked in with them. And, people are lazy sometimes. You just got to remind them. So if I call them that first day, hey, how's your experience so far? Oh, I forgot to use it. Oh, shoot. All right, well, make sure you put it on your vanity right now. Make sure you use it tonight. I got to get it this Saturday. I have someone else waiting in line. That way they make sure that they use it. Step 6 is to give it back. So when you get the bottle back, the first thing I like to say, just like the other videos, is, hey, what part did you like best about your experience? Did you like the tightness of the smoothing? What did you like best? And that way they tell me something good about it, what they liked. I've had people say they love the smell of it. It's like taking a spa every night. Also, when you get the bottle back, you want to take their after pictures. If at all possible, take them yourself. There's even an app you can download. It's free. PicStitch or InstaCollage. There's a million collage apps out there, and a lot of them are free. And that way you can put the pictures side by side on your phone. And then when I take their after picture, we can compare. And then I start telling them about the 90-day contest. Say, great, I'm looking at the results. And you may not be able to see the results because I already told them sometimes you can see the results. I've been really, really surprised. But they may not see the results right there, but they'll know whether or not they like it. And I say, great, well, hey, let's enter you into that 90-day contest because then you can win that spa vacation. And, it's to become a preferred customer. And that only takes 2 minutes. Let's get your first bottle here so you can give it a real shot so you can see what it really does. And you'll know whether or not they want to go forward with that. I mean, it's pretty obvious. They're either going to love it or they may still be a little skeptical on it. But at that point, we talk about the 3-year free. Say, look, obviously you love the product. Do you know other people that would like to get results like this? Sure. Well, great. Let's invite them over to your house. We can show a video. I can show some pictures. You could text some of these pictures out to some of your friends, and after you get 3 referrals, your product is actually free every month. That might get them excited, especially if money is an issue for them. It's usually not, but some people it may be an issue. If they're not ready to buy yet, then I try to schedule a 3-year free party with them and to say, listen, I know you're not getting it yet, but let's see if you can invite 3 of your friends over. If you can get 5 of your friends over, I'll give you a free bottle. That's just something that I do, and if you're in a space where you've gotten some free bottles by now, you can afford to give out a bottle as a promotion once in a while to some of your people. Okay, that's just an idea. After that, you can also ask for referrals, and don't forget, you can talk about the money, talk about the opportunity with it. If they become a customer, or even if they don't, say, listen, obviously a product like this, I don't know if you saw this in the magazine, but we did $100 million. We have stay-at-home moms, college students, to people who are retired, who are actually making great full-time, part-time income. A lot of people are making actually 6 figures with it, and this video actually explains it better than me. Go home and take a look at it. Just get it off of you, third-party tool. And then when you're done, when you get the bottle back, this is a little trick. See those little tick marks up here? Every time someone has a 5-day sample, I'll do a little tick mark, I write the number 5 or the number 7, how many days they have it. That way I know how many times this bottle has been sampled out, so I don't give someone an empty bottle. A little trick right there. After all that, you want to follow through. I learned this through Sherry Haggett. She was a brand new brand partner, and within 4 months she became one of the top 3 customer getters in the whole entire company. And she was just talking to everybody about it, letting tons of people sample it. But she said that even if someone does not become a customer at the time that they sample it, then send them an email or call them the next day and just thank them for their interest. Hey, thanks for trying it. Thanks for taking a look. Let me know if you ever have any questions, and let me know if you change your mind. Here's the website. Once again, you can just, she's actually had several people that have ended up ordering later on just because she made them feel so comfortable, and she didn't make them feel bad if they didn't buy it right then, and they didn't give them a guilt trip. She said, hey, great, I'm glad you tried it, and here's my website. Let me know if you know anybody. I'd be happy to help you. What can we do with, if you have 5 friends, I'll give you a free bottle, and she can get customers, and they'll eventually become brand partners that way as well. The 6 steps, once again, is to show it, snap it, give it, plan it, check it, get it. That's it, guys. That's how it's done.